नहमदुहु व नुसल्ली अला रसूलिहिल करीम अम्मा बाद औज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम. Welcome to our class Easy Quranic Arabic. Today inshallah we shall be studying Surah Hujrat ayat number 2. Please switch off or silent your mobile phones. रब्बि इश्रह ली सदरी व यस्सिर ली अमरी वहलुल उक़दतम मिन लिसानी यफ़क़हू क़ौली. औज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम. बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम. या अय्युहल्लज़ीना आमनू ला तरफ़ऊ अस्वातकुम फ़ौक़ सौतिन नबी वला तजहरु लहू बिलक़ौलि कजहरि बअदिकुम लिबअदिन अन तहबत अमालुकुम व अंतुम ला तशउरून. Ya, we had studied yesterday, means O. Ayyuha also means O, but it is for male. Similarly, ayyatuha also means O, but it is meant for female. Let's practice. Ya Nauman would be O Nauman. Ya Fatima, O Fatima. So Ya is for male or female, it's used for both. But when it comes to next, Ayyuhal Kuffar, O non-believers, that is males. It can be collective noun also. Ayyatuhat Talibat, this would be specific for female students. Allazina, we studied those who. This is plural. Singular would be Allazi, the one who. And for female it will be Allati, the one female who. Plural would be Allai or Allati. Both can be used, those females. Amanu, we studied yesterday, and we can split it into Waw Alif and Amana. Waw Alif is sign of plural. Signs of plural are Waw Alif, which is normally used for verb, Waw Noon or Ya Noon, which is meant for nouns. So Waw Alif is all, and it's plural. Amanu would become they believed. Phrase translation: Ya O, Ayyuha O, Allazina those who, and Amanu they believed. So O those who have believed, or we can just simply say O believers. La has many meaning: no, not, do not, deny, stop. So here we'll be using not. Tarfau, again we can split it into Ta would become separate, then Rafa, then Waw Alif. Waw Alif is sign of plural, okay, and in between is Rafa, which means raise. So and Ta is for you. So Tarfau will be you raise. Let's practice. Tarfa'u, singular, you, one person raise. Tarfa'u, plural, you all raise. And La tarfa'u would be you all do not raise. So it is in forbidding manner. Okay. La tarfa'u would become not or do not, you all raise, and running translation would be do not raise. Okay, now let's study some total physical interaction, which is it is using your hand signs to explain something. Example is that if somebody calls you and he says, I want to come and visit you, so now you are explaining him how to reach your place, obviously not using the Google map. And you tell him that, okay, you from there you can come straight, then there'll be a roundabout, from there turn right, go straight, and the very first left. Now when you are doing this, you are also using your hand. He is not seeing, but it is for you easy for you to explain while using your hand. If you just stand still like a statue, it will be difficult for you to explain. So that's why you use these hand movements. And if the person is in front of you, obviously it will become easy for him also to what you are trying to explain. So we use these signs for our grammar tables. So first is south to ka. South means voice and ka means you. And we are using right hand, which is meant for male, and we are pointing in front with single finger. So it will be your voice, yani single person male's voice. Then is south to kum. Now south is voice. Kum, we have four fingers pointing towards front, so which is plural, so you all. Okay, so you male's voice. South to hu, it is towards the right, one finger, so it becomes his voice. And if they are plural, whom, so it is their voice. Sauti, now finger is pointing towards our own face, so one finger, so it is my voice. And if there are four fingers, then it is our voice. Now we have used the left hand. So left hand is meant for, if right is for male, then left is for, yes, female. And similarly, there we had studied ka, soto ka, your male voice. Now it is soto ki. So it will be your female voice. Soto kunna, four hands in front, left hand, so your female voice. Soto ha, now it is towards left one finger, so it will be her voice. And if there are four fingers, so it becomes their voice. Let's translate first one by word, then complete phrase. So la, not or do not, tarfau, you raise, aswatakum, your voice. Okay. So do not raise your voice. Fog means above or higher. Saut is voice. An-Nabi, the Prophet. The Prophet here is being referred to is Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Face translation. First we had studied La tarfau aswatakum, not you raise your voice. Fog is higher. Saut is voice. An-Nabi, the Prophet. And so it will become, running translation would be, do not raise your voice higher than the voice of Prophet. Wa and la means not. Tajharu, just like tarfa'u, we have split into ta and waw alif. Waw alif was plural, ta was you, and it comes before the verb, so that's an indication of present verb. Now jahar means raise. Okay, so you all raise your voice. La in Arabic is used both as a letter and word, and the meaning can be for or it can be indeed. One of the two will be the correct translation, okay, depending on the ayat. Lahu. So if we split it, it will become la and hu. Who we had studied earlier that it is he or him, and la is for. So it will become for him. And for him, it is being referred to because it's a pronoun. Who is a pronoun? It is being referred to the Prophet, which we had mentioned in the beginning of ayat. Okay, bil kaul. We can split it into separate words. Bi al kaul. Bi we had studied very first day. Bi means in, and then al is the. It makes common noun into proper noun, and kaul means speech. So in the speech or in the talk. Wala tajharu lahu bil qawl, and do not raise your voice for him, be in the talk. Okay, so translation will be, do not raise your voice for him in your talk. Similarly, ka in Arabic is used both as a letter and word. Meaning is like, for example, as though. Ka jahri. So ka and jahr. Jahr means raising the voice and ka means like. So like raising a voice. Bazukum. We split it. Baz and kum. Kum we had studied. You all. And baz means some. So it will become some of you. Li bazin. Again li and baz. Baz is some and li for. So for some. Kajahri ba'dikum li ba'din. It will become like you raise, like raise some of you for some. Okay. So like some of you raise your voice for some. Let's translate. Wala tajharu lahu bil qawli, wa and la, do not. Tajharu, you raise your voice. Lahu, for him. Bil qawl, in the talk. Ka jahri, like raise some of you for some. Okay, so this is now the complete translation would be, and do not raise your voice for him in your talk like some of you raise your voice above others. An means that. This is also 1.5% that repeated again and again in Quran, and once you learn it, you don't have to then consult any dictionary. Okay, so that. Similarly, there is a word in. In means if. You have to remember this. If this harakat fataha, it was on top, it was that, now it has come below, which is kasra, so it becomes if. Tahbata. We'll give you the rule later, but here you understand it. The meaning is wasted. Okay, tahbata, wasted. A'malukum, again we'll split it. A'mal and kum. Amal, amal is deed, and amal would become plural, deeds. Kum, your. So it will be your deeds. Antahbata amalukum would be that wasted your deeds. And running translation would be that your deeds are wasted. Wa and now let's practice some other signs also. The word is, now these are detached pronouns. So for you, singular person in front, it is anta. Okay, one finger pointing in front. So you, male, because we are using the right hand. Antum, you males. Huwa, he. Hum, they, male. Ana, towards oneself, I. Nahnu, yes, we. Okay, now we are using the left hand. So from anta, it has become anti for female. You, female. Antunna, you all females. Here, towards left, one finger with left hand. So it will be she. Hunna, they, females. Okay, so antum is pronoun and the meaning is you all, males. La, obviously not or do not. Okay, the signs of present verb. I said that this was tajharu was a present verb because we had one of these before the verb. So attain. If alif is use, then it is for I, and if it is ta, it is for you. Ya is for he, and noon is for we. You'll have to remember this, and we'll be using it so many frequently that you'll automatically start to understand. Okay. Unlike the other languages where we have past, present, and future, in Arabic they have only past, and then they have mudare, which is for present and future. Mostly it is for present, so we'll be using it as a present unless it indicates towards future. Okay, tash'urun. So now we know we can split the word ta, shar, waw, noon. Okay, so waw, noon is plural, and then ta is for you. So shar. Shar means perceive. Okay, so tashurun, you do perceive. So antum la tashurun would become and you not or do not tashurun perceive. Okay, so it will become and you do not perceive. So now let's translate the whole ayat. Sorry. Ya ayyuhallazina amanu. We had said that it can be one phrase and we can just say, O believers. Now translate La tarfa'u aswatakum. Yes. Do not raise your voice. Okay. Fawqa sawtan nabi. Higher than or above the voice of Prophet. Wala tajharu. And do not raise your voice. Lahu for him. Bil qawl in the talk. Kajahri badikum libadin. As some of you raise it for others. An tahbata amalukum. Lest your deeds are wasted, or that verbat, it will be literal meaning would be that, but in a phrase you can say lest your deeds are wasted. Wa antum la tashurun, and you do not perceive. Okay, so now study the ayat complete. Okay, point to note is that there are three warnings in this ayah. One is Ya ayyuha. When O is repeated twice, obviously here it is for male, but it can be for females also. O and O. So that means that whatever is coming later must be registered properly. So God is saying Ya ayyuhallazina amanu. It is calling the moments that whatever is coming next. So it is a sign of warning or cautionary word of command. Ya ayyuha. Tahbatu amalukum comes in between that your amals are wasted. So be careful. Antum la tashurun, that is another that you may not even perceive. So one has to study like this. Then there's etiquette of conversation, of gathering, and etiquette of respect. So you have any question now? Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa ant nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.